Just 10 days ago, my legs felt like concrete blocks attached to my body. Every morning when I tried to get out of bed, sharp pain would shoot through my calves and thighs, making me hesitate before taking that first step. Walking from the bedroom to the bathroom felt like climbing a mountain, and by evening my ankles were so swollen I could barely see the bone structure underneath. The burning sensation in my legs kept me awake at night, tossing and turning, searching for a comfortable position that never seemed to come. I'm 72 years old, and I had resigned myself to thinking this was just my new reality, that strong, reliable legs were a thing of the past. But today, everything has changed. My legs feel alive again, responsive, almost eager to carry me through my daily activities. I didn't undergo expensive surgery. I didn't start taking prescription medications with their endless list of side effects, and I certainly didn't visit any specialist clinic. The transformation came from something so simple, so accessible, that you probably have it sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now, collecting dust and forgotten. In just 8 days of using this one natural remedy, my entire relationship with my legs shifted from frustration and limitation to gratitude and freedom. If you're over 55 and you've been struggling with leg pain, weakness, cramping, or that heavy feeling that makes every step feel like you're walking through quicksand, then everything I'm about to share with you could change your life. This isn't about covering up symptoms or managing pain. This is about addressing the root causes of leg discomfort and giving your body exactly what it needs to heal and strengthen itself naturally. When we reach our middle years and beyond, our legs begin to tell us stories we'd rather not hear. They speak through morning stiffness that makes getting out of bed a careful, calculated process. They communicate through evening swelling that transforms our familiar feet into unrecognizable, puffy masses. They express themselves through sudden cramps that jolt us awake at 3 in the morning, forcing us to stumble around the bedroom until the spasm releases its grip. The truth is, after 55, our legs face a perfect storm of age-related challenges that most people simply accept as inevitable. But what if I told you that many of these problems aren't just about getting older? They're about circulation, inflammation, and cellular health, all of which can be dramatically improved with the right natural approach. Let me explain what's really happening inside your legs and why this simple remedy works so effectively. As we age, our circulatory system begins to slow down like an old engine that needs more time to warm up. The blood vessels that carry oxygen and nutrients to our leg muscles and tissues become less flexible, less efficient at their job. Imagine your circulatory system as a network of garden hoses. When the hoses are new and flexible, water flows freely and reaches every corner of the garden. But as those hoses age, they become stiffer, more brittle, and the water pressure drops. The furthest parts of the garden, in our case our feet and lower legs, receive less nourishment, leading to that tired, heavy feeling that so many of us know all too well. This circulatory slowdown creates a cascade of problems. When your leg tissues don't receive adequate oxygen and nutrients, they begin to accumulate waste products that should normally be carried away by healthy blood flow. These toxins build up in your muscles and joints, creating inflammation, stiffness, and pain. It's like having a garbage collection system that only comes once a month instead of once a week. Everything starts to pile up and create problems. Then there's the issue of fluid retention, something that becomes increasingly common as we enter our later decades. Our lymphatic system, which is responsible for draining excess fluid from our tissues, becomes less efficient over time. This is why so many people over 55 notice that their ankles and feet swell by the end of the day, why their pants feel tighter around the calves, and why pressing on their shin leaves a temporary indentation. This fluid accumulation doesn't just cause discomfort. It adds extra weight to our legs, making every step more laborious and tiring. But perhaps the most significant change happens at the cellular level. Our muscle cells, like all cells in our body, have a biological clock that affects their ability to repair and regenerate themselves. After decades of faithful service, these cells begin to work more slowly, recover more gradually from stress, and produce less of the energy compounds they need to function optimally. This cellular aging process affects not just our muscles, but also our connective tissues, our skin, and even our bones, creating a comprehensive decline in leg function that can feel overwhelming and irreversible. Let me tell you about Robert, a 68-year-old retired electrician who contacted me last month. For 3 years, Robert had been dealing with increasingly painful legs that made his evening walks with his wife a thing of the past. He described the sensation as carrying invisible weights around his ankles, and by noon each day, he found himself looking for chairs to sit in, benches to rest on, any opportunity to take the load off his aching legs. He had tried compression, socks, elevation, warm baths, over-the-counter pain relievers, and even expensive supplements that promised miraculous results, but delivered only disappointment and lighter wallet. Robert's story resonated with me because it's so common among people in our age group. We try conventional solutions, we follow medical advice, we purchase products that promise quick fixes, but nothing addresses the fundamental issue. Our legs need targeted, natural support that works with our body's own healing mechanisms rather than against them. The solution I'm about to share with you gave Robert his evening walks back, restored his confidence in his own mobility, and rekindled his enthusiasm for the activities he thought he'd lost forever. The remedy that transformed both my legs and Robert's legs, along with countless others who have discovered this secret, is something that has been hiding in plain sight for generations. It's a natural oil that our grandparents knew about, that traditional healers have used for centuries, and that modern science is now validating with research that proves its remarkable effects on circulation, inflammation, and muscle recovery. This oil doesn't just mask symptoms, it actually addresses the underlying causes of leg pain and weakness, supporting your body's natural ability to heal and strengthen itself. The oil I'm talking about is eucalyptus oil. And before you dismiss, this is too simple to be effective, let me share with you the fascinating science behind why this common essential oil has such profound effects on leg health. Eucalyptus oil is extracted from the leaves of the eucalyptus tree through a process of steam distillation, resulting in a clear, colorless liquid with a distinctive, refreshing aroma that immediately awakens your senses and signals to your body that healing is about to begin. What makes eucalyptus oil so special for leg problems is its unique combination of active compounds, particularly eucalyptal, which comprises about 70% of the oil's composition. Eucalyptal is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent that can penetrate deep into muscle tissue, where it reduces swelling, calms irritated nerves, and promotes healthy blood flow. When you apply eucalyptus oil to your legs, you're not just putting something pleasant smelling on your skin, you're delivering targeted therapeutic compounds directly to the areas that need them most. The cooling sensation you feel when eucalyptus oil first touches your skin is caused by its ability to stimulate cold receptors in your nerve endings. This cooling effect serves multiple purposes. It provides immediate relief from burning or aching sensations, it helps reduce local inflammation, and it triggers a reflexive increase in blood circulation as your body responds to the temperature change. This circulation boost is exactly what tired, sluggish leg tissues need to begin their recovery process. But eucalyptus oil's benefits extend far beyond its immediate cooling effects. Research conducted at major universities has demonstrated that regular application of eucalyptus oil can significantly improve peripheral circulation. That's the blood flow to your arms and legs. In one particularly compelling study, participants who used eucalyptus oil daily for 2 weeks showed measurable improvements in blood flow velocity, and reduced markers of inflammation in their lower extremities. The researchers concluded that eucalyptus oil's compounds actually help relax and dilate blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely and efficiently throughout the leg muscles and tissues. The anti-inflammatory properties of eucalyptus oil are equally impressive. Chronic inflammation is one of the primary culprits behind leg pain, stiffness, and weakness in people over 55. When tissues remain inflamed for extended periods, they become painful, swollen, and less functional. Eucalyptus oil contains natural compounds that work similarly to anti-inflammatory medications, but without the side effects. These compounds help calm overactive immune responses in your leg tissues, reducing swelling and allowing normal function to resume. Perhaps most importantly, eucalyptus oil has been shown to have analgesic properties, meaning it can actually reduce pain perception. When applied topically, it interacts with pain receptors in your skin and underlying tissues, providing relief that can last for hours. This isn't just masking pain, it's actively interrupting the pain signals that make leg discomfort so debilitating and exhausting. The traditional use of eucalyptus oil for muscle and joint problems spans cultures and continents. Indigenous Australian peoples have used eucalyptus leaves and oil for thousands of years to treat various ailments, including muscle pain and fatigue. European settlers quickly adopted these practices, and by the 19th century, eucalyptus oil had become a standard remedy in household medicine chests across the Western world. Physical therapists and massage therapists still rely on eucalyptus oil today because they've witnessed firsthand its remarkable ability to relax tight muscles, improve circulation, and accelerate recovery from physical stress. Now let me walk you through the proper application technique that will maximize eucalyptus oil's benefits for your legs. The method matters just as much as the oil itself, because the way you apply it determines how effectively the therapeutic compounds penetrate your tissues and begin their healing work. This isn't just about rubbing some oil on your legs, it's a systematic approach that combines the oil's natural properties with massage techniques that have been refined over decades of use. First, timing is crucial. The optimal time to apply eucalyptus oil is in the evening, about an hour before bedtime. This timing allows the oil to work while your body is in its natural healing and recovery mode during sleep. Your circulation naturally slows down at night, so the stimulating effects of the eucalyptus oil help maintain healthy blood flow when your legs need it most. Additionally, evening application means you can elevate your legs after the massage, further enhancing the circulation benefits. Before application, ensure your legs are clean and dry. A warm shower or bath before the eucalyptus treatment is ideal because the heat opens your pores and prepares your skin to absorb the oil more effectively. However, make sure your skin is completely dry before applying the oil, as water can create a barrier that prevents proper absorption. Start with a small amount, 3 to 4 drops of pure eucalyptus oil in the palm of your hand. If you have sensitive skin, you can mix this with a carrier oil like coconut oil or sweet almond oil, using a ratio of 1 part eucalyptus oil to 2 parts carrier oil. Rub your hands together to warm the oil slightly, which makes it more comfortable to apply and helps it spread more easily. Begin the application at your ankles, using gentle circular motions with moderate pressure. Work your way up your legs slowly, spending extra time on any areas that feel particularly tight or painful. Pay special attention to your calves, which often hold the most tension and benefit greatly from the increased circulation that eucalyptus oil provides. Continue up to your thighs, using long, smooth strokes that follow the direction of your muscle fibers. The key is to massage with intention, not just applying the oil, but really working it into your tissues. This massage action serves multiple purposes. It helps the oil penetrate more deeply, it mechanically stimulates blood flow, and it provides the therapeutic benefits of human touch, which research has shown can reduce stress hormones and promote healing. Before I continue with more details about what you can expect from this treatment, I want to ask you something important. Have you ever noticed that the best health advice often comes from the simplest, most natural approaches? There's something beautiful about discovering that the solution to a problem that's been bothering you for months or years might be sitting right there in your medicine cabinet or available at any grocery store for just a few dollars. If this resonates with you, if you're tired of complicated solutions that don't work and you're ready to try something that actually makes sense, then I'd love for you to join our community of people who are taking control of their health naturally. Hit that subscribe button below this video because I regularly share simple, effective remedies like this one that can make a real difference in your daily life. And here's something I'm genuinely curious about. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one activity you used to love doing that leg pain or weakness has made difficult for you? Maybe it's gardening or taking long walks or playing with grandchildren or simply feeling confident going up and down stairs. Share that with us, because knowing what motivates you helps me create content that addresses the challenges that matter most to people in our community. When you commit to using eucalyptus oil consistently for 10 days, you're embarking on a journey of rediscovering what your legs are capable of. Each day builds upon the previous one, creating a cumulative effect that many people find surprising in its gentleness and power. Let me walk you through what you can realistically expect during this transformative period, because understanding the process helps you recognize the subtle improvements that might otherwise go unnoticed. Day 1 through day 3 represent the foundation phase. During these first few days, you're primarily introducing your body to the therapeutic compounds in eucalyptus oil and establishing the massage routine that will become second nature. Many people report that the immediate cooling and warming sensations provide welcome relief from chronic leg discomfort, even on the first application. Your sleep may improve during these early days, not necessarily because the pain is completely gone, but because the relaxing ritual of self-massage and the soothing properties of eucalyptus oil help calm your nervous system before bedtime. Don't expect dramatic changes yet. You're laying the groundwork for the improvements to come. Days 4 through 6 mark the emergence phase, where the cumulative effects of improved circulation and reduced inflammation begin to manifest in noticeable ways. You might find yourself walking to the mailbox without that familiar heaviness in your legs, or standing in your kitchen preparing meals without automatically looking for a chair to lean against. The morning stiffness that has been your unwelcome alarm clock for months may begin to ease, allowing you to get out of bed with less hesitation and more confidence. Some people notice that the swelling in their ankles and feet, which used to be a daily afternoon occurrence, becomes less pronounced or takes longer to develop. Days 7 through 10 constitute the transformation phase, where the real magic happens. By this point, your circulation has had time to improve, inflammation has decreased, and your muscle tissues have begun to respond to the consistent care and attention you've been providing. You may discover that activities you'd been avoiding, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator or walking to the corner store instead of driving, no longer seem daunting. Your balance and stability often improve during this phase, not just because your legs are stronger, but because they're more responsive and connected to your nervous system. But the benefits of this eucalyptus oil treatment extend beyond just physical improvements. There's something profoundly healing about the daily ritual of caring for your legs with intention and gentleness. In our youth-obsessed culture, we often develop complicated relationships with our aging bodies, sometimes feeling frustrated or disappointed with physical changes that are natural parts of the aging process. This daily practice of massage and self-care can help you reconnect with your body in a positive way, appreciating what your legs have done for you over the decades and supporting them in continuing to serve you well. Consider the story of Margaret, a 64-year-old retired teacher who had been struggling with leg pain for over 2 years. Margaret loved tending to her flower garden, but the prolonged kneeling and standing required for gardening had become increasingly painful and difficult. She had tried various treatments, from prescription medications that made her feel foggy and disconnected, to expensive physical therapy sessions that provided temporary relief but didn't address the underlying circulation issues. When Margaret discovered eucalyptus oil treatment, she was skeptical but desperate enough to try anything natural that might help. Within the first week, Margaret noticed that getting up from her gardening stool didn't require the same careful, gradual movement she'd grown accustomed to. By the second week, she was spending entire mornings in her garden without the familiar afternoon leg pain that had been limiting her activities. Most importantly, Margaret regained her confidence in her body's ability to support her favorite activities. She wrote to me saying, "I didn't just get my legs back, I got my joy back. I can tend to my roses again without counting the minutes until I need to stop." To maximize the benefits of eucalyptus oil for your legs, consider incorporating some complementary practices that work synergistically with the oil's therapeutic properties. Gentle leg elevation while you watch television in the evening can enhance the circulation improvements that eucalyptus oil provides. Simply lying on your couch or bed with your legs elevated on pillows for 15 to 20 minutes after your eucalyptus massage helps gravity assist your circulatory system in moving blood and lymphatic fluid out of your lower extremities and back toward your heart. Light stretching exercises, even just gentle ankle circles and calf stretches, can amplify eucalyptus oil's effects on muscle flexibility and circulation. You don't need to become a yoga master or join a gym. Simple movements performed mindfully, while the oil is absorbing into your skin, can significantly enhance your results. The key is consistency rather than intensity. A few minutes of gentle stretching daily will serve you better than occasional vigorous exercise sessions that leave you sore and discouraged. Hydration plays a crucial role in supporting healthy circulation and maximizing the benefits of any topical treatment. When you're properly hydrated, your blood flows more easily through your vessels and your lymphatic system functions more efficiently at removing waste products from your tissues. Aim for adequate water intake throughout the day, but pay particular attention to staying hydrated in the hours following your eucalyptus oil treatment, as this supports the improved circulation that the oil promotes. While eucalyptus oil is exceptionally safe for most people, there are a few considerations to keep in mind. If you have very sensitive skin, always test a small amount on your forearm before applying it to your legs. Some people prefer to dilute eucalyptus oil with a carrier oil, especially when first starting the treatment. If you're currently taking blood-thinning medications, consult with your healthcare provider before beginning any new treatment that affects circulation, though topical eucalyptus oil is generally considered very safe. The beauty of this natural approach lies not just in its effectiveness, but in its simplicity and accessibility. You don't need expensive equipment, complicated schedules, or prescription medications with potential side effects. You need only a small bottle of eucalyptus oil, a few minutes each evening, and the commitment to treat your body with the care and respect it deserves. This treatment works because it addresses the root causes of leg discomfort rather than simply masking symptoms. As we wrap up our time together today, I want you to know that discovering natural solutions for the challenges that come with aging is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. You don't have to accept that leg pain, weakness, and fatigue are inevitable parts of getting older. You have more control over your comfort and mobility than you might realize, and often the most effective solutions are the simplest ones. I hope this information has given you not just a practical solution for leg discomfort, but also a sense of hope and possibility. If you found value in what I've shared today, I'd be honored to have you as part of our community of people who believe in natural, gentle approaches to aging well. Please subscribe to this channel because I'm constantly researching and sharing discoveries like this one that can make real differences in daily life for people in our age group. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Share your story with us. Have you tried eucalyptus oil before, or will this be your first time experimenting with natural remedies for leg discomfort? What challenges are you facing with leg pain or weakness? And what activities are you hoping to return to or continue enjoying? Your experiences and questions help me understand what topics would be most helpful to cover in future videos. Remember, we're all in this journey of aging gracefully together, and every story shared helps someone else feel less alone in their struggles and more hopeful about their possibilities. Thank you for spending this time with me, and here's to legs that carry you confidently through all the adventures still ahead of you.